do that. Come on. There we go. Alright, stream is going. I got comments up so I can check the chat and everything. Everything's going. Let me go ahead and share this with some peeps. Share, copy link. Video releases. There we go. There we go. Now we're streaming. We are live. So, we're here at Stormvale. Last we left off, we tried infiltrating. Didn't exactly go the best, but we did make a good bit of progress. Took care of a knight and whatnot. So, of course, we're going to be extra stealthy. Shouldn't see us. Alright, good. He didn't see us, so if we just run up real quick, should be able to sneak right on up behind him. There we go. Oh. There we go. Ooh, that was tough. Yeah. Alright. Now to explode these barrels. I missed a little, but... Oh. There we go. I wonder if I can just... Flintstone clip it from here. There we go. So there's the two of those guys defeated. Downed, destroyed. And now, as you can see, we already opened this area, so we can just climb on up. Should be able to get to Godric in no time. Our corrupt runes over there still from last stream. Of course, we do have one person over here, so we're going to try some. Wow, that really got me, didn't it? Wow. He tried to backstab me by slapping me in the face, and it did like 1 damage. That's hilarious. Well, anyways, let's run up here. We'll find the knight from last time. There's knight right there. No item ahead. That's a freaking lie. There's plenty of items ahead, such as that knight. He's an item. A full unit, if you will. And now, we'll run up and stab him in the back. Banished Knight Armor. Altered. That's cool. I think Banished Knight Armor is actually kind of rare. I don't know, though. Or maybe the unaltered version is the rare one. I don't know, I just got some armor, though. Seems like it might be somewhat valuable. Some way or shape or form. And we will have enough to level up in a sec. Because, of course, we got some birds out here. And we just so happen to have bird repellent. So, as you can see, there's this bird right here. If we just look directly at him and aim a little downwards. Oh, would you look at that? We repelled a bird. Now, if we look at that one out there, then if we look up to here. Whoop. Ooh, that one's repelled. We got that one out there. I wonder if I can... Yep. Wow. Gunned him down. Okay. And now, we have one last enemy right here. So, of course, there's a whole bunch of barrels here. Boop. There was a bird sitting there, and basically if you went over here to grab the smithing stone 2, this guy would just self-destruct and just destroy you. But of course, we just annihilated him like he was nothing. And now, we can go speak to Rogier down here. Because of course, the guy who helped us fight Margit just so happens to be right in this room.
Ah, the pleasure's mine. Roger is the name. A sorcerer. I'm looking for a little something when I'm not hot-footing it from the truth. But enough about me. This place is bristling with tarnished hunters, you know. Not exactly a place I'd stroll into. I see. You can see it then. I take... Well, enjoy it while you can. I'm tarnished, but unlike you, still, I won't forget how it felt when I'm privy to a few magical... Would you care to learn one? As a fellow tarnished...
Yeah, I'd care to learn one as a fellow tarnished. That sounds great. So of course he has Ashes of War. So the magic spinning weapon. Let's see here. Usable on all swords, axes, pole arms, and staves. So since this works on staves, it might actually work on our glintstone staff. If that's the case, we can put it on there, and that would actually be great. Of course, we have this, which is usable for swords. We have glintstone pebble, which is kind of neat. Other than that, he doesn't really have any actual sorceries, just Ashes of War. So, there's that. Of course, there's this area right here, which is just a bunch of peasants sleeping. Few free runes and whatnot, you know. And then, of course, we have ourselves a knight and a watchman over this way. So let's go ahead and take him out, shall we? I'm gonna aim for the watchman first, just to get him out of the way. Come on. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, my lord. You're kidding me. So, that was lucky. Unlike what that guy had to deal with. So I'm not going to try and escape that area. That area is just death, so... Alright. We at least explored that path, so we can go down a new one now to make sure we capture just about everything. Make more of these guys. Not many, but at least a few more. Now we do have an area over here we can go jump to. Of course, there's still that knight hanging out there. Now, we can jump down there, which would skip a good bit, or we can just jump down here and see what things are like behind where that knight would hang out. Get a golden rune too, which is nice. And it looks like there's just windows here, lead to nowhere. Then you have this area with what looks like an executioner. Oh yeah, we got an executioner. And the executioner is now dead. And now we have a grafted scion, just like the one you can deal with in the beginning of the game. And yeah, they are kind of tough, kind of mean. We also have this area here with a banished knight with a halberd, just like that other area. So of course, we can just wait for him to turn his back to us. And absolutely fail a stealth attempt by just not at all sneaking. Come on. Wow, you really like destroying this room you were meant to guard, huh? Well, he just took us out in a matter of seconds. Alright, let's try infiltrating again. This time, let's try being a little sneakier instead of just running right into it. Can't believe I forgot to sneak there. Like, literally the thing about my character. Okay, so that's plenty far away. Oh, yeah, and if I remember correctly, the way stealth works in this game is when you're running around, it also does most of your stealth checks, and basically the lighter your armor, the sneakier you are, so bandit armor is like some of the best. And then of course you have a black knife, which is the best. So, you know, there's that. And it's like a hidden trait, so you can't really tell based off of lesser things. Now, if I just run over here. Okay, he does immediately track you. No way I just pulled that off. No way. That is actually freaking hilarious. Also, there's this area here, secret ahead. Yeah, I can check that out in a second. Yeah, let me grab the runes. Seems I got less runes from that. Oh well. Mimic's Veil. This here is probably one of the best items in the game. Let's see here. So now we have ourselves a sneaking item that if we popped on, just like so, bing, we are now a barricade. And the great thing about this is if we stay still, enemies will not see us. But once we move and an enemy sees us move, they know the gig is up. Like you can see these guys are in observe mode. So of course they don't know what's going on. I think if you stand in the way of these guys' paths, then they'll attack. Hopefully that's not the case. I'm trying to be stealthy here. So, as you can see, he doesn't even notice. Second he walks past, you can just sneak right on over this way. And yeah, if we moved right in his line of sight, he would literally just take us out. And now, and as you can see, that guy is like, hang on, I heard something. So he's going to go check on his friend, find his corpse, and he's just not going to notice the fact that there's a barricade here that isn't supposed to be here. We can just sneak up behind him and stab him too. Oh, that's beautiful. Stormhawk feather. Not openable from this side. Well, shoot. As you can see, we have a couple of these guys down here. So, you know, they're just going to chill. And we, of course, have a crafted Scion just over here vibing. One to probably get messed with. And, of course, he's a little afraid of stairs, so... actually use this area at an advantage. I'm like we're a machine gun at Raya Lucaria. Okay. There we go. Took him out. Alright, so that's the grafted Scion dealt with. Now to be careful around this area, of course there's a Highland axe over here. That's a good find, that's a good find. And of course, if we just do venture around, we can find these dancing boluses, which can be used for blood loss. There's stuff over here that's not really the best sight because of course there's dogs, which, as you know, don't like dogs. They're one of the more tough enemies. Okay, can I lock on, game? There we go. Woo! Dogs dealt with, okay. Lump of flesh. Pile of corpses is the Chrysalis memento. That can actually be used for the quest for the lady outside Stormvale who talks about being turned into a centipede and not liking it and stuff. Like, Yeah, no wonder why you wouldn't want to do that. I mean, you see what kind of mess that creates. Like Godric, he just chops you up, cuts off a bunch of limbs, and then leaves you here to rot. So, yeah, it's a pretty gruesome sight, pretty gruesome idea. Being left for dead. Not even in like the fun Valve game kind of way. No, just straight up left for dead. Alright, we have an area where we can pop this keystone. This here should lead us down into a place full of executioners, but hey, we can at least lure them out. And just deal with them one by one. Wonder if I can even use... Nope. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Oh well. You know, people say the whip is like one of the worst weapons, when in reality it's probably one of the best. Just got the wooden crest shield and the misery cord. That's another great weapon. You can use that for doing critical strikes, just like this. And it does a ton of damage, and that guy had an item on him. Oh well. We at least got a nice weapon. The misery cord. And there's a portrait of a Chad Frey, one of the greatest characters in the entire game. And of course, if we head up these stairs, hello. I don't think that guy noticed I was literally right there. Because, I mean, I just spooked him. Alright. We have ourselves a whole mess out here. Now, let's check our inventory real quick, because we should have no more stone sword keys. Okay. Well, we can't get the flames and stuff, but that's fine. So this here is a specialty area. As you can see, we have people shooting at us. And of course we have all these guys with the flamethrowers set up over here. They're all going to blow horns for reinforcements. We have an omen up there, which is not a good fight because omens can deal a ton of damage and are actually pretty tough enemies. They're actually quite late game, but you know, that's fine. We can just avoid the omen, avoid everything, avoid all the soldiers coming out of this tent, and then we can just rest at disgrace. Doing that will of course reset all the enemies, and as you saw that spirit do, there's actually an elevator here, and you can actually call the elevator, even though you're meant to collect this elevator later on. Miyazaki kind of forgot to remove the whole fact that you have to collect it later on. You can just activate it right away. And doing that will take you up here. And if you look out to your left, you will see a bunch of baby jars. You gotta leave them alone, because if you don't leave them alone, I will personally come to your house and murder and spank you. Because yeah, we don't mess with the jars in this game. We're not monsters. Now we can rest at this grace. We can get ourselves a level up. We'll go with endurance so we get more everything really. More stamina, more carry weight. Then of course, over here we have the boss door. Now as you can see, there's no summon sign, but we can actually get a summon right quick, which I'm actually going to do because, yeah, getting the summon is actually pretty worth it. I'm gonna send me a bunch of moves. And I'm going to shoot these guys. Doing that will leave the troll all by himself with no reinforcements. Makes it real easy to just run up and stab with your dagger, two-handed. So you can knock him down, the wolf will bite at him. And just like that, we took out the troll like it was nothing. Of course, that's all the wolves going away as well. But hey, we took care of that area. And as you can see up ahead, we have a golden seed we can collect, which can be used for flasks, which is always good. Always good to have golden seeds. Of course, there's birds up there we don't want to mess with.
Be proud.
And if you run down here,
You were well, who do we have here? Tarnished, are you? I am Nefeli Lu. I'm here by decree of my father. How utterly repellent this grafting of Godric's is tainted the very winds. If you intend to challenge Godric, I ask you call upon the winds run foul with. I'm certain father would permit. Apologies, as fellow tarnished, we down whatever road. Apologies, as fellow down whatever road.
alright, so now that we spoke with Nefeli Lu, she mentioned that if we need help fighting Godric, she'll be there to call. So yeah, we're going to do exactly that. We're going to summon Nefeli, and we're going to absolutely eradicate Godric the Golden, who is actually one of the coolest boss fights in this entire game. Like, straight up. Oh, wait, we can actually level our flasks. What am I doing? Flasks and charge. There we go. Now we have another charge. And now we can summon Nefeli. She'll come into existence, and then once she does, we'll have an assistant to help us fight the god of all that is golden, the demigod.
Mighty dragon, thou'rt a true-born heir. Lend me thy strength, O kindred. Deliver me unto greater heights. Well, lowly tarnished, playing as a lord. I command thee, kneel! I am the lord of all that is golden.
Godric the Grafted. Alright. Oh my lord.
Lowly tarnished, thou'rt unfit even to grasp.
Wow, he just one-shot us like it was nothing. That's actually hilarious. I didn't even expect to get one-shot by that move. Okay. Well, anyways, that was attempt 1. Let's try this again. Wow. Alright, so let's get Nefeli into here. Nefeli was summoned. Summon the wolves. free damage we can.
Truest of dragons. Lend me thy strength. Forefathers, one and all! Bear witness!
Second Fade Godric is so awesome. I couldn't dodge in time. Thought I had enough energy. Oh, enough stamina. Okay. Well, anyways, let's try that again. Welcome it in whoever's watching. Right now we're on our third attempt fighting Godric. Got him to our second phase. First attempt, he literally one-shot us. Alright. Oh god. No. Oh god. Run. Alright. Boom. Boom. There we go.
I am the Lord
Yes.
of
Did it.
all that
Third
is
try.
golden. And one day, we'll return together to our home, bathed in rays of gold.
We have the side, the great room, and of course the other bit. So we can go activate the great room if we so choose, which is actually a good idea. So we may actually do that. Of course, let's first get ourselves a little bit of leveling up. So, more health is always good. Yeah. us more health. Here's Gostock,
pathetic excuse for a
stomping his
low-
head in.
He got what I tell you though. He had an
We can buy stuff from him. He has a few rune fragments, and of course he sells the bandit set, or at least most of it. He doesn't have the mask. He does have casties though, which you can use for punching people if you want, though. You can actually buy the upgraded version of those weapons literally sooner than Godric by just going to Caelid. Though I rant on. Let's equip spinning weapon to our bloodstone staff. Let's put mining shot on this just so it's there. We can put whatever we want really on the hook claws. We can put golden vow on them. Golden vow and then give it keen affinity. That'd be cool. Golden vow claws. We could put whatever we want on the whip. But storm stomp would be fun. Let's do storm stomp. There we go. Of course, we got bloody slash there. All right. So now we got ourselves a new setup. Got storm stomp, spinning weapon. Or spinning weapon doesn't really create any actual magic with it, it seems. We can storm stomp people out of the way and then whip them and then storm stomp. Keep going. We can golden vow. So we can just power through enemies with our claws. Alright, so yeah, we have ourselves a bit of a build going now. We have a bunch of neat weapons that all do basically nothing by themselves, but maybe together they can be strong. Alright, now we're in this area. Let's run on through. And we should be able to wind up out the back end, which should be close to Raya Lucaria, which is where we need to be next for the next boss, because of course, we can take this Chabriri grape. Nyrina's actually dead by now. We actually skipped a few things, but it's fine. We're just grinding, really. Yeah, here's Irina. At least in her new body.
Hello, my name is Hayata, and I'm journeying in search of the If I might be so bold, would you donate? And my eyesight has been weak, but when I eat one, it will lead me. Oh, many thanks. Now I can feel the distance. You are most kind. May the blessing.
Yep, we just gave her an eyeball known as a Shabriri grape, and she just ate it, just like that. Yep, that is what y'all saw. That is what y'all witnessed. Yeah. Well, anyways, now we're in the Church of Irith. We can grab these sacred tears so we can level up our flasks
tarnished,
again.
then believe it or not. For a
And let's give a donation to the church.
My name, presuming only.
And then we can study sorceries with this guy, such as Starlight, which we can actually use because we're going to need that for caves. We did see a few caves, at least, that were dark, so having Starlight would be useful. But of course, we should probably go ahead and get our weapons upgraded and whatnot, get some more runes. We can even see if we can fight the dude down there. Fight Mad Tongue, Albernick.
Now, those out of a challenge find them well.
If I can strengthen my weapons, I can strengthen my great knife. Let's see here. Nothing else can be strengthened. Alright. Yeah, and we can talk to Rodriga now. So she's
Greetings.
here.
My name is Isn't this the round table? I never knew, although I'm still looking. It's all of it. I'm still looking.
Yeah, you can't give her the letter, which sucks. Oh yeah, now that we have the Great Rune, this area opens up. Which brings us to here.
Great anchor of all lands, giver of until it was the tragic corruption across the realm. Life foul, but the greater will has. So it is that the Tarnish, brave Tarnish, seek to become Elden Lord.
Let the words of the fingers guide you. Well, a remembrance of God. Demi, I'll hewn they is remembrance, and I will hold the finger.
Yeah, you can get remembrance powers, basically. So you can, of course, turn this in for the Axe of Godric just right as is, and it's actually a pretty neat axe. The only issue is it has a high strength requirement and a high dex requirement, meaning we're not going to be able to wield it for a while. There's also the Grafted Dragon. Similar issues. Faith is a problem. So, yeah. We can't use either of these weapons.
The chill tainted by the
And so yeah, we could actually get more just from popping the remembrance. But if we go over here, we should have Sir Gideon over in this area now. Or not. He usually does spawn there after a while. But of course he isn't, so. These guys, of course, still have everything they have. So there's nothing new there. Now I guess we can see if we can take on this guys, because we do have ourselves a couple of abilities. So let's go ahead and Golden Bow. Run up to end this thing. I wonder if it will go bow. We can go ahead. Up that. Wow. I think we could just destroy him just like that. Alright, well, we got the runes, we got the tongue, and yeah, now we can do invader luring if we so choose, which is always fun. So of course there's that, and of course this guy's down
We
here.
meet again after all. I apologize for... So,
Defeated Godric.
looks like we... Well done. Something to mark the...
And he'll
As
give
might
you
have
his
guessed,
rapier.
No need to be...
And of course you can still learn skills from him. And yeah, his rapier is actually a really good weapon for starting builds, especially like starting magic and dex builds. You may actually use it because it has the glintstone phalanx on it. It's a pretty decent rapier. It's a +8, so it's already pretty good. Like right off the bat. So you know, it's a good weapon. Could carry us a good bit. Of course, we need to go down to the cliff sides now and make our way into Raya Lucaria, because that's the next area. And of course there's barely anything else for us to explore other than Caelid, but it's Caelid. I don't think we need to explore it, at least not yet, because it's a bit tough. I know I explored it my first playthrough, killed for Dawn there, but you know, I was lucky then. I could try and fight him quite soon, but of course I need more sorceries and whatnot. Of course, we got this area down here. Actually, you know what? I just realized. I went and got all those runes, and I was talking about how I could get the starlight thing. So yeah, I can pop a rune while we're on the road. Like, let's use just one of these. Yeah, that'll give us more than enough. So we can just run in here. Right quick.
Back to learn another. Wonderful.
Yeah, I'm here to learn starlight. Because that's going to be useful for many future endeavors. Alright, now to run right on down here. Because of course that would be... Oh, hello. Hi, Hi there, Remington. Welcome in. Alright, so of course, now we have this guy here. Let me fix my cords. There we go. So let's just run on him. Back. These foot soldiers are, of course, going to be very mad. No, you're not allowed to do that. Pew! Okay, these guys are actually resistant to magic. It would seem. Hey, short sword. I could use that. Alright, so using my magic missiles is probably a bad idea since these guys are resistant to it. But hey, we cleared the camp out at least. And we got a Kuko surcoat. Oh yeah, and just found us a new crafting book, which can allow us to make glintstones, which can be used to basically just shoot magic missiles at people without the need of a staff or actual magic stuff. Which you know kind of defeats the whole purpose of being a magic user, but hey, it's whatever. There we go. Hunting with a whip. Who knew it was so effective? Now we have this guy here.
You're new. Surprised you. No matter. No. Why don't... Oh, but don't ask.
Okay, don't ask where you got them. Noted. Get 2 of those. He has an S-stock, which can be very handy if it weren't for the pretty pricey strength requirement. He has another cookbook, which gives us crystal darts and whatnot, which are pretty useless, honestly. He has the astrologer set, the astrologer's staff, and a lantern, which can be used to light surroundings, which is nice. Of course, we can rest on up here to refill our mana, get some stuff on done, like making our flash stronger, and learning the starlight spell, because we're going to need it. Alright, now to run through this area. And as you can see, there's pretty much nothing out here except for a ton of enemies that all want to murder me. Like, holy crap, that was a ton of damage. But hey, we just grabbed the map, so that's good. So, now we have the map. We also have a horse rider with access to an annoying spell that can basically do some crazy things. Let's see if it actually does what it's known for. let's see here. So if I rest, yep. All the bullets still coming in, but they all whizzed over my head. Yeah, I've actually gotten hit while resting before. I think that's funny. Another Glintstone craft book. Full freezing grease. That's useful. Ish. And of course, we're at the Lyscar Ruins. That place is honestly just a death trap. I would not suggest dealing with it because of the revenants that will pop out of the ground and eat you. But if we keep heading this way, we should eventually come across a damsel in distress.
Hello.
A damsel with
Please.
a gamer's neck.
Hello. It's rather chilly here, as my mistress sent me off, but I was accosted.
You
Can I
need
ask
an
you that
errand.
thug only if you've
Necklace. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll
what
go
a
get it.
blessing that the thug should please.
Alright, now we get the damsel's necklace back. As you can see, there's a campfire going up on this hill area. And if you head on up this way, should just so happen to find our dear friend Patches.
It's me. I'm still in business. Now I'm my only supplier. Patches Emporium.
Now opening
By
Ryle
the way,
speaking of.
have you met that girl? She's a strange one, but I believe she was in need of help. Not that it's any... If she rings your bell...
Okay. And this guy has to sell Market Shackle, which would have been useful. He also has an S-Stock. Hang on, can we get 2 S-Stocks in one playthrough? Like, that would actually be hilarious. He also has the Missionary Crafting Gut. Yeah, that's 4 gold pickled falfa, which is actually useful. He, of course, has more festering bloody fingers. And you can see he has 2 sets of 5. Each one sold the same amount. So, ain't that something?
Try to find it in...
Yeah, I don't have any real amount of runes for what I want, Patches. You got a lot of good stuff, but I ain't got the runes. Need to lower the prices on your stuff sometime. Like, oh lord, that's octopus. Yeah, the octopuses in this game are kind of hilarious. Now, if we head over here, you'll find a shack. Sitting right next to the shack. If you just go right to the front door, you'll find Boiled Prawn Shack. A prawn boiler.
What are you looking at? You trying to start something, mate? Show me, and I'll consider. I'm not in love. You're a shrew first.
So we can buy the necklace off him. And the funny thing is, if you kill this guy now, you actually won't get the necklace. Like, you'll get the bell bearing that lets you buy the necklace from the maidens instead. So basically, if you try to kill him to cheese it, you basically get told F you by Miyazaki, and it's actually kind of hilarious. So, of course, we can just grab ourselves 1,000 runes real quick.
Decided to you'll be one.
And buy the
All right,
necklace.
things no. You're bloody eye.
And if you talk to him again,
Piss off. Oh, I see. All right then. I could be persuaded to sell you some other bits too.
and now he will sell us prawn, boiled prawn, which can be used to boost your damage negation for a second, which is pretty neat. Like, it isn't the best boost, but it's there. It's enough to basically, it's enough to make a difference for some fights, which is nice. Of course, we can grab these rune fragments so we can make rainbow stones. Of course, rainbow stones are one of my favorite items in this game. Great for checking for fall damage without having to, well, check for fall damage. And then, of course, if we head over here, this should be the tower where she's sitting. it is. There she is.
Please stop, brave Tarnished. You will only tire by striking this barrier. Besides,
Not
I
gonna
am no
strike
foe of yours. Please, think this over.
I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm trying to talk to you. Can I not talk to you?
I see that the thug should please. Oh yes, thank you, kind. Did I forget? I see you are very, but to steady such, please. Brave most time. You are no the volcano. Oh, this land, but the lift instead at the base. It was excavated. I have faith in. I do hope.
Yeah, so now we can go ahead and go to the Altus area, if we so choose, by either going to the Grand Lift of Dectus or taking this cave right here, as she said. However, taking the cave has a boss fight, and the Grand Lift requires us to go to Caleb for one more thing. Of course, if we just go ahead and grab this little ring, there we go. Now, we can just make our way northward, because of course, we need to have 2 great runes if we want to actually progress, and the way you do that is by killing another remembrance boss. The one I have in mind is one in this castle up here. Of course, we're currently being chased by lobsters, which is not good, because lobsters have a bunch of attacks they can use to hurt. In fact, speaking of which, I'm going to start ducking and weaving, because I don't real cut. Oh, I dodged that perfectly. He literally went right for my head, and I just dodged it with a torrent jump. Oh, that was perfect. Alright, now we found more of the map. There's more of the map on this side. But of course, if we head over here, you'll see there's Albanurks chilling out and hanging around. And up on these rooftops, we should eventually find ourselves the entrance, which is exactly what we need. Wherever it is. Yeah, it's just perfect this way. Okay. So, of course, past this jump way. And from what I remember seeing, apparently this sunken village here is actually going to be, like, risen up in the DLC. In the DLC, so that's good. Of course, we have barricades. They smash right through them. Jump over the flame trap. Run past the Knight of Godric. And of course, we have this thing, which is going to just try to burn us. But we can run past all of that. And we can just head on up here to grab the grace. Now that we have the grace unlocked, we can grab this here, which will open up a bit of an area. As you can see, we need a glintstone key. Now, if we go to this item here, we can actually learn where we can find a glintstone key, because of course, if we just look for it real quick, it should be in our notes, I think. Notes, meeting place map. So, yeah, as you can see, looking on the map, there's like a blue X placed on an island. So there's 2 islands. One of them is weird shaped, and if you look over here, like you see 2 islands. One of them is a little weird shaped. So yeah. And of course, as you can see, the grace kind of points not just at the gate, but off to the side a little, trying to point you into the whole direction of, grabbing the key first. So, speaking of which, may want to do just that, so of course jumping down here is perfectly safe. And if we just run through this area, we can eventually find ourselves into the place where we have to grab the glintstone key. Yeah, of course there's going to be flowers shooting magic pellets at us, which makes total sense. And of course, just heading over this way, we have a whole lot of nothing in this area, it looks like. There's just plain octopus out here, so that's not useful. And right at this grace, we have ourselves a bit of an encounter. Just right on up here. Of course, there's a bunch of mana scarabs all flying around, which is actually kind of a rare sight. You know, usually they don't fly. Usually they're on the ground like that. And as you can see, we have ourselves a small rag, the dragon. Now, I actually wonder, because I know you can actually sneak around this area. I wonder if you use the mimic veil, if when he wakes up, he actually doesn't notice you because you're using the mimic veil. So, of course, the way it works is as long as he doesn't look at us as we move. So, of course, we're going to want to be careful as we head on up. Oh, he's getting up. Wait for him to turn. So he's going to walk around now. He's going to turn, look to see what's going on. Are you kidding me? He's going to stare right into his treasure trove. Alright, we're going to have to be careful with this because, of course, he's on to us. So, we're going to have to get ready in 3, 2, run, Torn, run! You are running! We have a dragon after us. Oh, shit! Shit! Run! We need to get out of here. He is pissed. Oh! Okay, well, that ends that. He just sent a tactical nuke right for us. Okay, we don't even need the runes. We just needed to get out of there as soon as possible, really. Alright, now we're here at Liurnia of the Lakes. And we can use the glintstone key to head on through here. Let's get this area cleared out as much as possible. Because of course, this here is like the whole next region. Of course, if we actually head back this way, we can also find ourselves a new merchant who sells a bunch of stuff. We can at least browse. We have wolves, of course, on the road that won't hurt us if we don't mess with them really for long enough. You know, we got a bunch of white wolves over here.
Well, it's been a how can I help?
And let's see here, he has Eye of Eagle. He has the warrior set, which is pretty interesting. He has Fervor Cookbook, which you can use to make sleep arrows. Lost Ash War, which is very nice. Of course, your Saint Trina arrows. Stone Sword Key, Trina Lilies, and Fanged Imp Ashes, which you can actually start with in the game.
Have a safe journey.
And yeah, other than that, not really much else interesting over here. Flesh, Crystal Dew, and it looks like there's a Hell Knight that we can just run from real quick because I don't want to mess with them. So honestly, messing with the knights in this game is just not good. They're kind of my bane of my existence. You know, they'll tear me to shreds in seconds. So, yeah, let's not mess with them. Instead, we're gonna mess with all the things up here. We're gonna just take this elevator and start working on Hogwarts effectively. Because of course we have a whole region to take care of. Activate the lift and of course go on our merry way up to the Academy of Raya. And right up here are two mages who will just start spamming spells like there's no tomorrow. Of course, if they ain't spamming spells, they're headbutting and, you know, just doing all this sort of stuff. And we got an Academy Glintstone staff, just like that. How powerful is that? Oh, we need a 28 intelligence. Okay. Like, seriously, we are getting items, like rare stabs off of these enemies like it's nothing. Literally the first enemies we fight. Alright, now we have these guys who will try to tear us to shreds, so let's just head over to this room. Okay, yeah. Marionettes are dangerous, especially if they get into a tower like that and don't allow you to attack. Of course, they're armed with one too many short swords. Maybe two too many. Well, anyways. Here we got our 360 runes. We can't exactly whistle torrent in here. Or in any legacy area like this. Of course, we have magic zombies, which deal a ton of magic damage on their bites. Don't want to mess with these guys, because of course they'll just run at you. We have dogs, we have guys, we have zombies, we have marionettes with bows and arrows, as you all saw there. They try to shoot at us. We got magic grease. We got dogs trying to eat us. And we got an elevator right here. As you can see, this elevator will take us right on up here. Down there is actually a really fun sorcery to have. But of course, we're just going to up here first and kill this nobleman. And get this grace right in this room. We're of course going to sneak in. So there's mages in there that can deal damage. There we go. Alright, now let's see if we can descend a little. We have this guy up here who had row of fruit, literally nothing else. I guess he didn't expect us to be right there. Now we're on this part of the elevator system. Alright, now we have this section, which isn't good. We're going to go back to the schoolhouse classroom because I want to try and see if I can make my way downwards in any way, shape, or form. Because of course, being up here isn't good for what I want. What I want is to be down here, which we could achieve by using fall damage mechanics. There we go. And as you can see, there's some weird gravity magic over here. That's because there's an Albineric. Or I guess Alabaster. Ooh. Yeah, these guys are extra deadly. They have gravity magic, which is one of the strongest one of the strongest schools of sorceries in this game. So of course they're going to be one of the strongest magic users. Just alabasters. Absolute alabasters, let me tell you. There we go. Now let's see if we can use... Alright, so that's off the table. Okay. I think we're starting to learn this guy's moveset. All it takes is literally a weapon that can just stun lock him. And I mean, this is one of the weaker weapons, according to a bunch of people. Woo! But of course, just like that, we got Gravity Well, which is pretty good, pretty useful. So here we have a Somber Smithing Stone. And now that we have Gravity Well, that's a very useful spell to have because of just how powerful it is. Let me actually swap that out with our Starlight spell. It's just strong. We'll of course have to see if we can actually use it, because of course our intelligence isn't the highest, to say the least. But hey, it should be high enough at the very least. Let's see here. Alright, so of course we can't level up. Memorize spell. Yeah, we need a 17, which we're actually really close to anyways, So yeah, we'll be able to use that at some point. Of course, we have this guy here. Now, Sneaking through this area with the Mimic Veil would actually be kind of entertaining, now that I'm thinking about it. Because of course we can just do the usual. Guns blazing, take care of these. Of course, those two are gonna go ahead and check it out. Or actually, you know what? Because of course we can take care of the enemies like that. But why deal with the enemies when we can just instead be a globe? And just, you know, not be any suspicious in the slightest. Because we're a globe. And the second we arouse suspicion, we can just run back, reset the enemies, and become a cage. Because cages do not arouse suspicion in the slightest. So, we're going to sneak up here. He's going to turn around soon. So we're not going to move until he turns around again. So he's going to walk right on up to this area. He's going to walk right past the inconspicuous cage. Okay, so if we break books, we actually get caught. Okay, that's actually a neat detail. I didn't realize that moving into books actually created sound. But hey, that's a neat detail. Okay, we can become a painting. So that's useful. Because of course paintings do not arouse suspicion in the slightest. So we're going to need to find like new areas to be in just to not arouse suspicion. And I do like the fact that the Mimic Veil is actually a place you can find in an earlier level that actually helps here. So you can of course move here. And we were right in his view. Okay. So we're going to try that again. Because we almost did it. Basically playing prop hunt with the enemies, and it's actually kind of hilarious. Alright, so of course, let's move over here. We're going to wait for him to turn. Okay, so he turns right past that pillar. Gotta learn the patterns. Because if we don't learn the patterns, we won't learn the enemies, and if we don't learn the enemies, we don't sneak past them in the slightest. So of course he's going to stop there. He's going to turn, move right around. You saw nothing. Oh my god. No way. He's like, that painting is oddly placed. And then he just kept going about his business. Okay, so of course, gotta sneak up past these guys. Okay, so he did not see us. Okay, cool. So am I actually stealthing right now? Like, holy crap, I think I'm actually sneaking, like, really well. So there's a jar there. Oh lord, we have the jar looking at us funny. Oh no. I think the jar's starting to get suspicious of us. He's like, that moved a little weird. is this actually going to work? Please tell me this actually... Nope, it doesn't. Okay. Rush it, rush it. Alright. We're just making it right over to the boss. Let's do this. We got really far, but hey. Okay. There we go. Okay. Red Wolf with Radical is going to be a problem. No one has any tips. Alright, well. Tell you what. Let's, anywhere else to explore, because of course we had, one cave that was dark. We could check out these areas, get more stuff. We of course started exploring Caled, didn't exactly go far. Tell you what, we'll head back, we'll head to, we'll head here, and from here we're going to head on out to this, the way to, here. All sorts of stuff to explore in this area, this region. Of course, there's stuff we haven't discovered yet. Okay, we'll find what everything. There and everything. We have a name manifolds, as I would call them, because they look funny. Of course, we have a brace here. Just mark that we have made progress. We run over here. Grab the jellyfish shield, which is always useful on Facebook. Ooh, yeah, shoot poison arrows. Love it. Oh, now we have camp here, so we're just gonna run around it. So the enemies don't just murder us. And of course we have a caravan here, so of course it's gonna be heavily guarded. Of course, Caden soldiers are a thing of the past. It's all cavalry out here. So yeah, we're not gonna deal with them. You can see a cavalry knight right there. Though we can actually probably jump onto the caravan itself as it passes. Which would be kind of funny. Let's actually do that. Just jump onto the caravan when it crosses, because it should be crossing. Like, yeah, there it is. I guess it's just down below. Sure, from a certain height, we'll be able to survive the landing at the very least. This height seems a little reasonable. Of course, we have the trolls just pulling the cart in. You can see them working hard. And there's the cart. Alright, let's make sure we're at the right position. We have the cavalry trying to join in guarding the caravan. With all the lesser nobles all just moving along, moseying about. Oh, we stood on it for like a second. Okay, well, there went that idea. Actually, we can probably try to spirit. Oh Lord. Nope. Couldn't spare it. What? I'm sorry, what game? How was that what? We managed to survive landing on the cart, and then the second we hit ground, we just instantly died from damage. Okay, that's actually kind of hilarious. I like that. Might actually turn that into a short. That was actually kind of funny. Alright, well, let's run past these guys. And let's try jumping on the caravan again, because that might actually be the way we take everything down, because if we're on the caravan, we can just shoot everything with a bow and arrow, you know? Of course, we got guards after us. We got the caravan on parole. They're making sure all the goods are getting to their location. But of course, we're going to have a bandit trying to stop the goods. The way we're going to do that is by riding the goods right to the finishing location. So of course we make more of these things, more rainbow stones, row of fruit, row of raisins, I mean. Alright, let's actually put rainbow stones here. Because we can even chuck one to see if we would die, but hey. No way. We did it. We're on the caravan. We're on the caravan with all the guys. Alright, let's just pick everything off now. Of course we have all the guys here. We're just gonna, you know, just hang out, and they're gonna be like, hey, what's going on here? Oh Lord, we have a Harry and Knight trying to take us out. Oh God. Okay, so he's gonna be trying his best. We're gonna have to use the cover. Oh Lord, that's not good. Oh Lord. Alright, well. That fan. Okay, move, troll. Okay, so that plan failed horribly, so we're just gonna flee. We almost got it, but Carrion Knight was stronger, it would seem. We just weren't able to stay on the cart. Oh well. It would have been cool if we had stayed. But of course, we have more stuff. We have ruins to explore. We have ruins back here we could pick up if we want, but hey. Now we have the new map location. Now we can see everything here. So you can see we discovered a good bit. Now we can run down to this area. King's Realm Ruins. This place is full of invisible nobles. Look at a witch. actually deal with all the nobles while I'm here. Because of course, the whole thing about this ruins is it's a ruin, so from what I remember seeing, not only does it have an area where you can break an illusionary wall and just go to the next area, there's also a place where you can, well, never mind. There's also a place where you can grab a bunch of loot, like going down in the basement somewhere. Yeah, these guys are making a lot of use of just disappearing as their method. Alright. Alright, so there's those guys dealt with. Alright, so surely... Oh, we got wolves here. Alright, so wolves we dealt with. Oh, we got magic traps. We got a noble over here that we just took care of. Bud. Alright, so we just cleared out this area. Alright, so who else is locked onto us since we can't rest properly? So, there's more around here then. Let's clear this area out because I want to actually explore everything in this region. Because, you know, it does seem kind of interesting to me. I just want to discover more. No, you don't. Not this time. Alright. So that looks like that's basically everything in the ruins then. So let's go ahead and just learn this area. So here. And let's speak with E.G.
Well, I presume. Oh, I am an old, so here perhaps you.
Alright, so he sells somber smithing stones. You can also strengthen our weapons. That one. There's of course the 4 which we can get, which would upgrade us even further. And of course, Ichi's just like selling, reading his book, which has a bunch of garbled mess on it.
Something else for you. Oh, watch out when I'm absorbed. If you come too close, I am, after all. You don't know. Brave
Right.
time. This territory. When the rail after leveling Karian, I conjure that is one less you wish.
Oh yeah, we can talk about
Something.
Wide.
Blithe, quite a rare occurrence. Perhaps he sensed something, and at any rate, I've something.
Alright. So now, if we want to, we can head northward to that area, which is honestly a bit of a death sentence, but hey, it is what it is, you know. We have a few areas we can deal with. We have the schoolhouse classroom still with Red Wolf Radagon. We can explore down here. We can go deal with the minor herb tree sentinel. Which, yeah, you know, that's a thing. There's, of course, this area we can go back to with the belfries, the 4 belfries. There's, of course, this whole region over here. And we still yet to explore Caelid. Oh yeah, and we still have the Lich Bambi to deal with. Well, you know what? Let's give the Red Wolf of Radagon another shot, shall we? Maybe I can deal with him if I use the hook claws. So we're just going to rush it until we make it. Since, you know, that works. We're speedy boys, so we can do it. And hey, we made it. All right. All right. Did it. Alright. Memory stone unlocked. There we go. That was actually kind of tough. Alright. But hey, we managed. Alright. Now we have the Red Wolf of Radagon dealt with. We can upgrade our intelligence to 18. That's enough to utilize the Gravity Well spell, which can definitely be useful. Let's just replace that with that. There we go. Now we have Gravity Well. Gravity Well is very good. Careful aiming. We can just absorb people right into us. Absorb them. Swing on them. So yeah, let's even use that on a few things. Alright, so of course, we're now here in this area. The whole courtyard. In the next area, all we have to do is just head on to this rampart here. Make our way up to this area. balls, push us. Get arts. You can't roll through the balls, but hey, it is what it is. Now, we have ourselves a whole guy up here. The Moongrum Carrion Knight. He is a mini boss, effectively. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna have to try and deal with them in another way. Let's, Okay, so we can't just head on to fight him. We have to actually do things a bit more strategically, because of course he can parry us, which is not good, and then of course there's the repost. So yeah, we need something good. Of course, if I remember correctly, that's actually carry and retaliation, which means any spell we send him, he can actually parry to gain him. So yeah, that's how things are usually meant to go. Alright, so if that's the case, buff up. We're going to have this ready. Okay, we had the wrong thing set up. Okay. No, what if I swap things around? Because I think what the issue is I need the whip in my offhand so I can whip him, break his thing, and then hit him with a dagger. Because now, I have my dagger at the ready. I can whip him, run up and stab him. Yeah, that would work. That would work really good, so yeah. Let's hit him Indiana Jones style. See if that works. Oh, think about being a man. Gotta use what I got. Hold him now. Man, this guy is aggressive. Alright. Dang, this guy is just... He doesn't give you a chance to do anything, it seems. Like, he just takes every opening you send him, like... Yikes. He don't let you heal, he don't let you use buffs. Yeah. Alright, well. It's gonna be toxic, but hey, I've dealt with toxic players before, so dealing with a toxic NPC is probably not going to be that big of a deal after my next few attempts. Of course, we are starting to look at like 2 hours, so after we deal with this guy, we because of course these giant metal balls, they'll just keep trying to push us. We run up here. Wow. Really? Annie Thomas. Okay. Tell you what. I think that's a good place to leave things. We took care of the Red Wolf of Radagon. That's all I need to do. We already took care of a boss. In fact, we took care of 2 bosses. We took care of Godric himself. We can actually go get his Great Rune if we want. Yeah, well, anyways. Yeah. Alright, so this has been your bro Frosher Brew, and yeah, so far we're at like 98 subscribers from last I checked, so if you're not subscribed yet, make sure to do that. Tomorrow I'm going to do Arena, and I'm going to pick this up next week. We're going to deal with the Carrion Knight next week, and we're probably going to deal with Queen Renala as well. And yeah, so far we knocked out a good bit.